When dealing with full neutral bars, it's important to understand what the National Electrical Code, or NEC, allows and what industry best practices recommend. According to NEC 312.8, a maximum of 8 conductors can be under a terminal screw, and this includes grounding conductors. However, to maintain good electrical connectivity, it is recommended to limit this to 2 or 3 conductors per terminal. If you are encountering a situation where neutral bars are full, there are several solutions. Firstly, you could install an additional neutral bar or even a sub-panel. Secondly, consider using a larger panel that provides more neutral terminals to accommodate all the necessary connections. Thirdly, explore the possibility of using load centers with tandem breakers. This can reduce the space required for 2-pole breakers, potentially freeing up space in the panel. When it comes to having 2 conductors and a ground terminal screw, NEC 312.8 permits landing both the grounded, which is the neutral, conductor and the grounding conductor under a single terminal screw on a grounding bar. However, industry best practice generally does not recommend landing 2 grounded conductors, which is the neutrals, under the same terminal, as it may create a potential for parallel paths for fault current. If you find yourself in a situation where you have 2 grounded conductors, the neutrals, that you need to connect, consider these solutions. Firstly, land the grounded conductor and grounding conductor under separate terminals on the grounding bar. Secondly, if there is no separate grounding bar available, install a neutral block and connect the grounding conductor to it. This ensures proper separation and reduces the risk of creating parallel paths. Now let's address the situation where you have neutral bars in panels with bonding jumpers. According to NEC 250.24, A5, in a panel where the neutral is bonded to the enclosure, additional neutral conductors may be landed on the ground bar or bus bar. However, there are several important considerations. Firstly, the ground bar or bus bar must be identified as suitable for neutral use. This is critical to ensure that it can safely handle the neutral current. Secondly, ensure there is adequate space for the additional neutral conductors on the ground bar or bus bar. Thirdly, always check local codes and regulations for specific requirements, as they may vary from the NEC. It is important to adhere to the specific rules in your jurisdiction. In summary, when dealing with full neutral bars, consider adding additional bars, using a larger panel, or utilizing tandem breakers. For ground terminals, separate the grounded and grounding conductors if possible. And when working with panels with bonding jumpers, ensure the ground bar is suitable for neutral use and complies with local codes.